Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and thank you for tuning in here to a brand new episode of The Nation Wants to Know, and I'm Deepti Sachdeva. The Nation wants to know कि क्या कांग्रेस और पाकिस्तान में कोई रिश्ता है? Is there some relationship between the Congress and Pakistan? If you're wondering why I asked that question, let's quickly bring up three images that will signify why this story today is so important. Now, on your screens are key players of this entire story. The Prime Minister earlier today was in Srinagar and in Jammu, and from that particular location, right in the middle of the Jammu and Kashmir elections, he's spoken about how Pakistan, time and again, has quoted Rahul Gandhi and the Congress to buttress its agenda against India. And the Prime Minister is asking that what is this relationship between the Congress and Pakistan now? Multiple times, Rahul Gandhi and his party, remember, that has been cited by Pakistan. And I'll give you a long list of that, at least 8 instances in just the last few years, where time and again, Pakistan has quoted the Congress party, Rahul Gandhi in particular, to push forward its anti-India agenda. Should that be allowed? Should that be absolutely okay? Should Rahul Gandhi not make a public statement to say that no matter what, I might hate Narendra Modi, he's my political opponent, but this does not give Pakistan any kind of handle to get deep into our politics in Jammu and Kashmir. Because Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India, it will always be, no matter what. The Prime Minister earlier today has raised that entire question and that pitch again. Before we move ahead, and I tell you what has really started this chatter from Pakistan, I want you to spend a moment to listen into what we heard from the Prime Minister earlier today.
पाकिस्तान में कांग्रेस नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस के अलायंस की बल्ले बल्ले हो रही है पाकिस्तान में। पाकिस्तान के डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ने कांग्रेस नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस का खुलकर समर्थन किया है पाकिस्तान से। उनका कहना है कि आर्टिकल 370 और 35A को लेकर कांग्रेस और एनसी का एजेंडा वही है जो पाकिस्तान का एजेंडा है। यानी कांग्रेस नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस की पोल खुद पाकिस्तान ने खोल दी है। यानी कांग्रेस नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस यहां पर पाकिस्तान का एजेंडा लागू करना चाहते हैं, लेकिन मोदी आज कांग्रेस नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस को डंके की चोट पर कह रहा है, हम जम्मू कश्मीर में पाकिस्तान के एजेंडा को लागू नहीं होने देंगे। दुनिया की कोई ताकत जम्मू कश्मीर में आर्टिकल 370 की वापसी नहीं करा सकती।
So is the Congress falling in Pakistan's trap? Or, ladies and gentlemen, there is more to this story. Now, let me tell you what has happened in the last few hours that has raised this entire concern again. That what is it about Pakistan and the Congress that time and again you have Pakistan endorsing Rahul Gandhi? Does that help Rahul Gandhi? Does that help Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party secure votes anywhere? Long back, you've seen even the BJP asking that, is the Congress fighting elections in Pakistan or in India? Why does Congress's heart only bleed for agendas that are against the country and for Pakistan? So let me now introduce another character. He's the Defense Minister of Pakistan. His name is Khwaja Asif. He was speaking to a television channel, and watch very, very closely his demeanor, his tone, and his content. What he has to say about whatever you've heard from the National Conference and the Congress in the run-up to these Jammu and Kashmir elections, and also about the abrogation of Article 370.
मेरा ख्याल है पॉसिबल है। देखें, बड़ी पोर्टेंट इस वक्त प्रेजेंस है वहाँ पे कांग्रेस की भी और नेशनल कांग्रेस की भी, दोनों की। और इस इशू के ऊपर जो है मेरा ख्याल है कि जितनी मोटिवेट हुई है वादी की पॉपुलेशन, स्पेशली वादी से बाहर भी, लेकिन जो वादी में जो हुई है, तो मेरा ख्याल है कि उनको बहुत चांस है कि ये जो कोलिशन है ये हुकूमत में आए, और जैसे कि उन्होंने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कहा है, बल्कि ये एक इलेक्शन इशू बनाया हुआ उन्होंने कि स्टेटस जो है रिस्टोर होना चाहिए.
So this man is pretty relaxed and is pretty hopeful that once you have a Congress and an NC Sarkar in Jammu and Kashmir, we will have the abrogation of Article 370 being rolled back and things will change. But what does this tell us of the politics of the Congress party? And remember, it's important to call out the Congress party for all its hypocrisy. Earlier today, Congress's Pawan Kheda has responded to this grave charge. Whether there is any rishta between the Congress and Pakistan, listen in to how the party responded.
We again request Mr. Doval, please give us Pegasus for 24 hours. We'll expose this jugalbandi between Pakistan and BJP. Whenever the BJP is in trouble and they need help, there is a love letter which comes from Pakistan. This is another love letter.
So Pawan Kheda says this is a love letter that has come from Pakistan at a point where Narendra Modi needs this love letter. That is the allegation, remember, that has been made by the Congress party, but completely silent on tons of instances where the Congress itself has been quoted by Pakistan. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. Let's quickly get in a panel of guests on this very, very important topic. It's a pleasure to have Shazia Ilmi, the BJP's national spokesperson, joining us. Lalit Ambardar is a noted activist. Sujata Bashir is the spokesperson for the DPAP, and Dr. Nikul Patel is representing the Congress. And we'll begin, Nikul, by asking you, what is it? What is this relationship between the Congress and Pakistan, between Rahul Gandhi and Pakistan? Are you falling in Pakistan's trap?
I don't understand what relation you are talking of. We are Indian National Congress, a political party of India, always thinking in the larger interest of the country. I think the cat is out of the bag for Bharatiya Janata Party because they don't have any other agenda in Jammu and Kashmir, just putting out the issue of Pakistan and everything. They don't have anything to tell regarding the development. And that is why Pradhan Mantri is putting such words in his political speeches.
Why don't you tell this? Why don't you tell this to your ally, the Abdullahs? Why don't you tell this, Nikul Patel, to your allies, the Abdullahs?
I think
who want a rollback of the abrogation of Article 370? Tell me that is a lie.
I would like to say that Bharatiya Janata Party in last 5 years were not able to conduct any election. Now it's a compulsion on them, and that is why they are conducting elections, and that is what the ultimate line is. They are
Nikul, are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed to defend even the stand of the Abdullahs? Then why are you fighting elections together? No, Nikul, please.
And that is what our
Nikul, do not be myopic. This is not a story of, the Congress versus the BJP. This is India versus Pakistan, for God's sake. Nikul, please wake up.
He rightly told that it's all the gimmicks of Bharatiya Janata Party who wants to portray about negative about Congress.
Okay, hang on now. Nikul, because you are not willing, you're not willing to accept this. So I'll begin by just about 7 examples, Nikul, when Rahul Gandhi and the Congress have been quoted by Pakistan everywhere. I also do see GM Shahinji, leader of the JDU, joining us. Shahinji, good evening and thank you for joining us. See, this was the May of 2024. Chaudhry Fawad Hussain, who's a former Pakistan minister, Nikul Patel, he had praised Rahul Gandhi for his mindset. Feb of 2020, Shah Mahmood Qureshi, again a former Pak foreign minister, he had cited Rahul Gandhi and the entire Congress. About 21 parties, all of you had questioned the Pulwama attack. I've just listed 2 instances, Nikul. For how long can you continue this relationship with Pakistan?
Pradhan Mantri went for biryani at Pakistan.
No, Shahinji, I will come back to you. That question is for Nikul.
I'm answering your question. Pradhan Mantri is going to have biryani at Pakistan. Right, Karan.
Is that your response? Nikul?
We are not going
At least say sorry. At least say sorry. We will never do this. We will not allow Pakistan to have a handle in India's domestic affairs. Nikul, say that.
I think I given your answer that we are not going to Pakistan. But BJP or our Prime Minister is going to Pakistan.
You don't need to go to Pakistan. Pakistan is citing Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party day in and day out. Let me then get in Shaheen ji before I get in Shazia. Now, Shaheen ji, because you are from Jammu and Kashmir, you know, when an issue like this is raked up by Pakistan time and again, right from Pulwama to Imran Khan quoting the Congress party to make a point on curfew in Jammu and Kashmir, to Congress's allegation of the RSS training terrorists, for how long can this relationship continue, and can the Congress continue to do business as usual then with Pakistan like this?
It is their policy, because last how many years what they are doing there. It is because election is going on, you know, in Jammu and Kashmir, and it is one sort of a campaign behalf of the people of Congress and National Conference and nothing else. I believe that you know that because they want to sweep the vote bank, but Pakistan are not aware of that thing, that they can't have any sympathy more in Jammu and Kashmir. No one speaks regarding Pakistan, but it is their habit to touch the vote bank in Jammu and Kashmir regarding that, because the Pakistani people, they was the vote bank of National Conference and ally partner of the Congress.
Okay.
And to gain the sympathy of these people, that is their, you know, last old drama, last 35, 40 years they are doing this, and they're giving them the healing touch of like that. As they are the sympathy
I'm quite surprised. I am quite surprised. You know, Shazia, how can Pakistan and Rahul always be in sync?
You know, the funny thing is, whether it's a Congress panelist on your shows, inane response and completely shallow, or a very sharp response and retort from Pawan Khera, a senior spokesperson, the fact of the matter is that what Khwaja Asif has said, the defense minister, is that their government and their party and National Conference and Congress are on the same page. And what is that page? The page is of restoration of Article 370 and 35A, and of granting of statehood, which of course Prime Minister has reiterated. So they're all asking for the same thing. So how can anybody incite anybody or induce anybody, even if they are playing some sort of a game, as Pawan Khera insists on and insinuates? Okay. You tell me, how is it possible? How is it possible that they're asking for the same thing? We are the ones who abrogated Article 3.
Why is Rahul Gandhi and the Congress doing this? How do they gain out of this?
You know, it's like one policy here in J&K and another one in the rest of the elections and rest of India. So here it suits to be in sync with National Conference and not to question at all the restoration of Article 370 and 35A. It suits him very much here to not to worry about the Indian Constitution, under which for the first time we're fighting elections here, not under J&K special constitution. It suits Rahul Gandhi here in Kashmir to be in sync with National Conference, knowing very well that the reservations that come with abrogation of Article 370 would be taken away just in case it were to be restored. Okay. But it suits him. Ugly politics. Not just that. I mean, Congress party has been in sync with China, Communist Party and Pakistan for the longest period.
And not to forget the Khalistanis who had just quoted Rahul Gandhi, Nicole, if you remember. You know, when he was in the US and he had made, you know, a completely baseless charge, saying कि आपको भारत में ना कोई कड़ा पहनने देता है, ना गुरुद्वारा जाने देता है, ना टर्बन पहनने देता है. Do you remember how the Khalistanis latched onto that comment of Rahul Gandhi? Will you tell me again that has been just created? Is that just a media frenzy? And you do not believe that Rahul Gandhi and his politics needs to be corrected?
I think you didn't listen the entire that speech, and you are just quoting few lines out of it.
Why do you defend the indefensible, Nicole? I don't understand. Why do you defend the indefensible?
Is not correct. That is what on that day also I have told, and today also I am telling that what Rahul Gandhi spoke on that day was not as what you want to give the perception or what Bharatiya Janata Party want to set the narrative.
It is. That's what I told you, Nicole. It's not about the BJP and the Congress. It's about India and Pakistan. It's about us as a country. We are all together a country, Nicole. Do you realize this?
And that is why they are putting this word of Pakistan, India, Congress. I don't understand why these people are doing
this. We also don't understand. We also don't understand whether the Congress is fighting elections in Pakistan or in India. Nicole, that is a problem. That is a question that has been asked of you again and again. Sujata ji, why don't you come in here? You represent the DPAP. Now, when you listen into this comment that has been made by Pakistan, and you know the comfort of the defense minister there, saying कि हाँ जी उन्होंने ऐसा कहा है, ऐसा हो जाएगा. What does that tell us of the relationship between the Congress and Pakistan?
I don't know what is the relation between India, Pakistan and Congress, but I know one thing, that every time, wherever the BJP is not having the power, they have a problem. They create a problem with that state. Wherever they find the BJP is not ruling, they'll put the governor rule. They will have the problem with that state. But wherever the BJP is going on, they run the government smoothly. Now it's election time here, they start again the Pakistan. Where the Pakistan comes here?
No, Sujata, why are you backing the Congress? Why are you backing the Congress? What are your political compulsions?
No, I'm not backing. I'm saying I'm not backing. When there was a PDP and a BJP, that time they were going smoothly. In that period, how many boys were blind? How many visions had gone? Why don't BJP talk about that? How much youth has been arrested? Why don't BJP talk about that?
This is a matter of our internal domestic politics. My larger question here is about Pakistan.
What do you mean by
and the Pakistan defense minister? Feeling very comforted on the fact that the NC has spoken about the rollback of the abrogation of Article 370.
You are telling me that is my internal matter? No, this is not the internal matter. This is not the internal matter.
Then are you saying Pakistan will deal with this? Are you saying Pakistan will give you a solution to this?
What we have to do with the Pakistan? You handle the... I'm not supporting Pakistan.
So why should Pakistan speak about the National Conference and the Congress's manifesto? Why should Pakistan be allowed to do this?
That you ask the Prime Minister of Pakistan. I said that you ask to the Prime Minister of Pakistan what he has to do with our country. That's none of my business. But where the Kashmir stands today, why it is unemployment this much? And everywhere, if you ask the Kashmiri, they are not happy with their decisions. They're not happy. They never supported Pakistan. But it is you people
Jammu and Kashmir, Sujata ji is voting. Jammu and Kashmir is voting. And at the hustings, people will decide. People will decide who to vote for, but definitely not for Pakistan.
Of course.
Lalit,
of course.
Lalit, why don't you come in here? There has to be a problem. There has to be a pattern. There has to be a reason, Lalit. Time and again, Rahul Gandhi, the Congress party, have been quoted by Pakistan, and we have seen absolutely no response, denial coming in from the Congress. I wonder why. Mallikarjun Kharge can write long letters to the BJP and to JP Nadda, but not a single letter that is named to Pakistan to stay away and not interfere in our domestic affairs?
Before I come to your question and give you an answer, saga of Pakistan and Congress historical link, let me respond to the representative with regards. I talked to her. She is very much perturbed about involving Pakistan.
Yes.
You wonder why? Because when when we had Ghulam Nabi Azad, the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, in collaboration with the PDP, you know, the butcher of Kashmiri Hindus, self-confessed butcher of Kashmiri Hindus, Farooq Ahmed Dar, Bitta Karate, was released. And you know, what was the observation of the judge? He said, we know there are very severe allegations against this man, but the prosecution did not pursue the case. You know, what does that mean? That the government was not interested in prosecuting that butcher of Kashmiri Hindus. This is what the polity of Kashmir is. Whoever will talk about somewhere there, you have a Islamist connection there. Now, tell me one thing about Congress. Listen, 1946, Hindus' corpses were being eaten by vultures on the streets of Bengal, and then on 15th of August, we decide to give Pakistan its country. Hindus and Muslims cannot live together. That was Jinnah's two-nation theory, and we abandon Hindus and Sikhs to the mercy of very jihadists. Don't be surprised. I'm not shocked. The Hindu-Sikh genocide continued in Pakistan, and so is now in Bangladesh. Now, when 47, Indian army was marching.
So you are doing with the Indian. You are doing
the
with
whole
the
of Pakistan occupied Jammu Kashmir. But here comes Jawaharlal Nehru. He stops a marching army. It's a disaster.
Lalit, there have obviously been a lot of these mistakes that have been committed in history, something that has led to a lot of this chaos. Lalit, because time is limited and my question is very pointed. I want you to please explore why is the Congress and Rahul Gandhi giving a handle to Pakistan again and again.
That will make it more interesting. You know what about Sharm el-Sheikh? After the Mumbai massacre, 6 months after Mumbai massacre, Manmohan Singh, the Prime Minister of the Congress Party, goes to Sharm el-Sheikh, signs an agreement, disaster, shamelessly agrees with the Pakistanis that India is ready to investigate the role of terrorists in Balochistan. Not only that, that was the place where terrorism and talks were delayed. Disaster for India. That's why Pakistan kept on talking to you. Talk to us. Even now they tell you talk to us because Manmohan Singh gave them a commitment. Even now, I say Kashmir is not an ordinary state election. This is infested with Kashmir Jihad. Article 370 does not end Kashmir Jihad. It's only the beginning of the dismantling of that ecosystem.
You are right. You are right. And you know the timing, Lalit and Shazia, note the timing. Just yesterday, Shazia, you and I were at the Jhelum riverfront. We were discussing the massive turnout. You know, just hours after that entire, conversation we have seen, people coming out in huge numbers, Nikul. Look at how Pakistan plays its politics, and Pakistan is using the Congress. Even someone like an Hafiz Saeed in the July of 2016, Nikul, had actually praised the Congress for taking a bold stance on Kashmir. Can you beat that? Hafiz Saeed is praising the Congress. Nikul? I do not know. I do not see Nikul on the screens. Maybe, Nikul, can you hear us?
You can ask. I was out. I was disconnected for a moment.
Yes, yes. Nikul, Hafiz Saeed is also praising the Congress. Is that what you really want? Is that the kind of politics the Congress is standing for? Is that your Mohabbat ki dukaan?
See, if anybody is praising anyone, we cannot stop anyone.
You cannot stop anyone? Really, Nikul?
China is praising Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Can you stop China?
Do you realize what you're just saying? Do you realize what you're just saying, Nikul?
You are asking very absurd question. If somebody
How can this be absurd? You let Hafiz Saeed quote the Congress party, attack India. You let Pakistan, multiple of its ministers, its former Prime Minister Imran Khan use the Congress, and multiple reports and multiple comments that have been made by Rahul Gandhi and Umar Abdullah to fight its case for Kashmir.
I don't understand it. If Putin is praising Narendra Modi, Putin is attacking Ukraine, then it is good.
Do you know what Pakistan stands for? Do you know or you don't?
We have a fight with Pakistan. We have a war with Pakistan. We have tested nuclear weapons when it was there. You have forgotten all these things what Congress had done for India.
So clearly you don't mind. You don't mind being quoted in the Pakistan media like this. You do not mind being quoted by the Pakistan Defense Minister. Lalit, just the last 10 seconds to you before we close the conversation. Lalit.
पोटेंशियल गोना भी प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनते हैं वो जाके नेशनल कॉप पे उमर अब्दुल्ला और फारूक अब्दुल्ला से पूछे राजीव गांधी मैं कश्मीरी पंडित हूँ पंडित रहा करते थे वो उनके साथ आपने भी क्या किया तो हम लोग I would appreciate that because you keep claiming there is a Kashmiri Hindu. I'm so sad they're talking about insaniyat, democracy and Kashmiriyat. No one is talking about genocide of Kashmiri Hindu like we are very sheep. Everybody is talking about we must give them dignity and rehabilitation without any addressing the genocide. That's what the Kashmir is all about. And also about, he made a comment about Putin. I advise everybody here, even Kharge has called him a dictator. I tell them this is about Indian foreign policy. Russia is the only dependable, time-tested friend of India. Don't ever dare to annoy and embarrass Putin. Putin is your friend.
Okay, you know, this is a very nuanced debate, Nikul. I expected a better response from the Congress, at least an apology. At least, saying that, okay, we will, go back to the drawing table, we'll perhaps issue a statement, but I do not see that happening, Shazia. But we have to respond as a country. I think that is more important. I'm thanking Shazia, Sujata, and all gentlemen for joining us on this edition of The Nation Wants to Know. Quickly heading into a break. On the other side, lots more.